this. Let's do this. Y'all ready? Good evening, and welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only Dalento Ma Taylor. It is another Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. We're coming at you live and direct from South Florida. Folks, it is October 12th. It is officially Volume 8, Episode 15, Track 469 of the MyT Sports Podcast. And boy, do we have a big show for you. Boy, do we have a big show for you. But folks, we're going to get into, I already told you folks, we're officially live from Sharkies. You know we're not going to leave Brittany Griner hang and drop. We got the NBA season peeping around the corner. I got a joke about that. We're going to tell you about that. We're going to talk about in our We Lust 3. We're still doing the raffle for that tonight. You can still get your tickets tonight, folks. Don't forget about that. We're going to talk about the pedophiles in Tampa. We're going to go into our raffle. We're going to talk about LeBron James chasing greatness. We're going to talk about Paul versus Mick. We got a big show. I told you we got a big show. We're going everything today. We're going to get into some trivia. We're going to get into some week 5 standouts. We got some legacy talk. We got DJ Scepter inside. We got Young Frankenstein we got to talk about. We got Thursday night football. We have all that and more coming up on the show. But you know what we say here, regardless, and it's ladies night here. And you say regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, it is always a blast on the Mighty Sports Podcast. Coach, help me out here. What do we do?
You play to win the game. Hello?
Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic, MyT Sports. Woo. Man, I'm telling you guys, this is another beautiful day in South Florida. Like, it's nice out here. It's not too bad. It's not too bad for the people listening, for the people watching. Right? It's not too bad out here. It's another day. We don't got no clouds right now. It's a nice little breeze. Still have to have the fan on though. It ain't too hot to never have a fan. Like, it don't matter who you are in South Florida, you always have a fan on you. Like, it's one of those Floridian things. Like, if you guys really don't know, like, you always have a fan on. It don't matter if you're sleeping with your house at like 68 degrees AC blasted, you snuggled up underneath 2 blanketers, you know what I mean, a weighted blanket, a comforter, and some sheets. You still got the fan on. It don't even matter if you got the heat on. You know what I mean? 98 degrees. You trying to blast it because you think you cold for some reason. You know what you do? You still put the fan on. Yo, it's weird as shit, but regardless of what happens, we always keep the fans on over here, folks. And I appreciate all the fans that are watching. I appreciate all the fans that are listening. I appreciate regardless of how you're tuning in today, folks. Whether that is on YouTube, whether that's on Facebook, whether that's on Instagram, whether that's on Twitter, Podbean, Pandora, iTunes. We're talking about TuneIn. Like, where else are we on? Spotify, anywhere that you listen to podcasts, Google Podcasts, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, all these places, folks, you can catch the MyT Sports Podcast. Let's go ahead and start the show the way that we like to start the show. Now, you guys know, for the people that don't know, right, we would like to start the show with a nice little birthday party every single podcast. It don't matter where we at, what we doing, or how things are going on. We always like to start off the show with a little birthday party. What's the birthday party, you ask? All we do is give a little birthday shout out to everybody that's had a birthday since the last time that we was on air. So let me go ahead and kick a little flavor in here. Yo, DJ MyT, drop that birthday beat for me. You like that? I like that. You like that? I like that because, yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Because it's your birthday. We sing happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, I can't hear what you're saying. You couldn't hear. You should be able to hear me now. You should be able to hear me now. Like, listen, things have changed. Listen, did you not read the pinned message on Instagram, people? If you wanted to catch me during the pre-show and actually hear what was going on during the pre-show, you was going to have to head down to Podbean. But for right now, you should be able to hear the link is in the bio, folks. We still doing the birthday shout-outs. I'll run them back. Like, this is your first time hearing it. I'll run it back for you. I'll let you hear this again so you can sing along.
It could mean rewind, the concept means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Because, yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's because it's your birthday. We sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, folks, the first birthday we got, so we covered every single birthday from October 11th to October 12th. That's yesterday and today, folks. So the first birthday shout out we got to give is to one Paul Dominio, right? Paul Dominio, former co-worker of mine. I want to say happy birthday to you, brethren. Also, we got a couple of birthdays for today as well. Ironically, both of them. Don't forget to like and share, right? Don't forget to like and share so that your friends can bing bong and follow along too. Want to say happy birthday also to Lady Law K Carter. If I remember, I thought your name was Kim. Right? It's been a while now. When we were stationed together in Indy, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been a while. It's been a while. Battle buddy for the end. Happy birthday, Andy birthday Carter. Right. Also want to say happy birthday to Kevin Michael. I ain't gonna lie, Kev. I ain't know your last name was Michael. It's always your first name, Michael. Because I thought we just all called you Kev. Kev. You know what I mean? It's first name. Like that's weird. Like when you know some army people, like strictly, like just by their single last name at all, and really on our chest is all last names. And yet I don't think I know Kev. I knew Kev's last name for real. But happy birthday to you, Kev. Don't worry, we see you out here doing big things, Kev. We see you. We put in your time and to salute you. We see you out there as a civilian, getting your civilian hustle on, getting in the real estate business. If you guys in Kev's area, you guys know who I'm talking. You guys in that area, you make sure you holler at him. Listen, there ain't no better business than a veteran. Holler at your vets, support your local vets, keep them off the streets. So let's get all these birthdays wrapped up. Right? Happy birthday to Paul and Leo and Kev, right? On to all of you. We want to see birthday. We hope you party hard. We hope you enjoy everything. We hope you regret nothing. But more importantly, right, you get your weekend at birdies on. Couple days away, and you continue to stay MyT. Woo! I'm gonna let that breathe for a little bit. Woo! Let that breathe just a little bit. Just a little bit. I like that. You can't take that away from me. I'm gonna let that breathe just a little bit. It's a beautiful day out here. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, just to let you guys know, we are live from Sharky's. And if you don't know where Sharky's is, Sharky's is on Pine Island and Raw Palm. Tonight is ladies' night, folks. Right now until o'clock, ladies drink free. Right? From 10 to 11, they get half off drinks. We got in the business discount, military discount. It's ladies' night tonight. Ladies, where you at? I don't even let the ladies try. Yo, you know what? That's my fault, ladies. I apologize. Right, that's my fault. Like I fucked up this whole entire thing. But ladies, you make sure. Hey yo to you too. I'm too late. We stay lit on the MyT Sports Podcast. I'm telling you, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. Let's get into our first topic for the. Let's get into our first topic for the day. Let's get right into our first topic of the day. And if you guys don't know, right, we have an honorary first topic of the day. It's kind of something that we make sure that we always get in here because we don't want this individual to be forgotten for anything.
Hey, ladies.
Told you it's ladies' night. We ready for you today. We ready for you tonight. Let's go ahead and give our first topic of the day, our MyT topic of the day to one Brittany Griner. If you guys do not know, it has officially been 400. No, sorry, not 400. My bad. I almost gave her an extension, and we ain't trying to extend her stay. Like this isn't a hotel stay. It's been officially 237 days since Brittany Griner has been wrongfully incarcerated by Russian authority on trumped up weed charges. And the only reason she is currently being locked up is so that she can be leveraged to try to free one of their arms dealers, folks. It's been 237 days that they have taken away somebody that is a champion. When I tell you 237 days, you understand the average soldier. Listen to me when I tell you this real carefully. The average soldier deploys on 6 months at a time. So she has been wrongfully detained in Russia longer than most soldiers deploy. It's been officially 237 days since the 17th. We're going on 7 months pretty soon. When we come back next week, it's officially 7 months. We're talking about somebody that's been a champion, an 8-time All-Star, 2-time scoring champion, 8-time block leader. 8-time block leader. I don't even think there's somebody in the NBA that's an 8-time block leader. Yeah, we talking about Brittney Griner, 8-time block leader. 2-time peak performer, 3-time NBA first team, 3-time NBA second team, 2-time defensive player of the year, 3-time defensive first team, 4 times defensive second team, all rookie team, AP player of the year. We're going to talk about a couple of AP players of the week. She was AP player of the year, the whole entire year. Most outstanding player, 3-time Big 12 player of the year, 4-time defensive player of the year, NCAA champion, high school player of the year, and more. We're telling you, Shorty's been balling since she was legit. She's been legit. 3rd woman in history to dunk during a basketball game. That's what they have locked up for us. Now, for those that don't follow the women's game as much as they follow the men's game, I'm gonna give you equivalent. This is the equivalent to having Kevin Durant locked up. This is the equivalent to having Kevin Garnett locked up in his prime. Individuals like that in their prime while they're dominating the league. While they're not just a pillar of the league, but also a pillar in their community. Yes, because she is also a figure in the LGBT community. So we never want, so as long as she is being wrongfully incarcerated, we will continue to make sure that she is not forgotten here. We will make sure that she continues to be remembered. Like, she has a fear that the people is going to forget about her. Not on my watch, pimpin'. Not on my watch. We're gonna make them remember. Listen, there's a lot. Listen, if we could celebrate Columbus Day, we can definitely make sure we don't forget about Brittney Griner being locked up. I'm just saying, there's a whole lot better things to remember. So again, if you can, just continue to keep Brittney Griner in your thoughts and your prayers, in whatever positive energy or whatever energy that you use to channel positivity. Just keep her in that light, and hopefully that she gets home safe. I think quickly we already passed quickly. Hopefully, round we just hope that she gets home safe with as minimum mental damage as possible. But let's continue. Right, let's continue. Let's continue directly into the first topic of the day. And don't you guys forget, folks, we got a big show coming up for you guys today. Don't forget, tonight is ladies' night. Currently, right now until 10 p.m. Ladies are drinking free right now. Right after this, ladies are gonna be drinking half off. So, ladies, make sure you go ahead and get your drinks. We're gonna have a DJ playing music inside here pretty soon. Yeah, it's ladies' night, folks. It's late. I don't think you heard me. I don't think you heard what I said when I said that it is. Hey, ladies! Where the ladies at? Where the ladies at? Put a light on them. Hey, yo, put a light on them. We got ladies' night here. Don't forget, we got the raffle still going on for In Art We Lust 3. We still have that raffle for the art show. We'll tell you more about that going on. We're going to do our MyT trivia as well here coming up later. Don't forget, for our trivia, you can win yourself some doobie snacks. And if you're wondering, you say doobie snacks, you can't mean what I think you mean when you say doobie snacks. I mean exactly what I mean when I say doobie snacks, pimpin'. For shizzle, my nizzles. Because I don't know if you guys ever realized this. Hey, but ladies! Whoa, ladies, it's for everybody. Like, we don't discriminate over here. Like, doobie snacks could be gotten by anybody here, because you understand that we are an alumni of the Nate Dogg School of Medicine. And in the Nate Dogg School of Medicine, it is not just a motto, but it is a way of life that you smoke weed every day. Let's get into our first topic of the day. Florida man is back at it. Florida man is back at it again. I'm telling you, listen, it's only one thing better about hearing about the Florida man story, but it's also about living here and witnessing the Florida man story. Hey, yo, can I get some Florida man music?
Caught on camera in Florida.
Florida man decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
Caught on camera in Florida.
Florida man decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
Liquid means rewind, the concept means forward. You request rewind.
Caught on camera in Florida.
Florida man decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
That's more weed than cocaine.
Florida man. Okay. Let's get with our first Florida man story. I don't know if you guys have heard this, and this ain't just a Florida man story, right? But as you guys know, my Florida man story is a segment that we like to highlight, or we like to bring light to anybody in the state of Florida or from Florida that has done some shit that's newsworthy. And there is no bigger person in Florida right now. Maybe he's not a big person. I take that back. He's not really a big person. But there should be no bigger story going on in Florida other than that of Tampa Bay's defensive lineman, Ian Cole. Why, do you ask? Is Ian Cole should be the biggest story, not only in Florida, but in every single sports market that we know of? It is because he was suspended. He said, T, people get suspended every day, B. He's tough, right? He'll be all right. I get that. Yes, you're right. He got suspended. And he was suspended 3 days ago. And we had not heard anything about it. Like, you know what? Some suspensions don't matter. You know, not all suspensions are weighed equally. You know what? You're right. Not all suspensions are weighted equally. Like, some suspensions you don't need to hear about. Like, if a coach is sleeping with one of the employees, we probably really don't need to hear about that. But when a player is grooming underage women from high school, yes, a current hockey player, a current NHL player, he has been grooming underage high school women for sexual acts. He's been his own R. Kelly. Hey, yo, listen, I don't think you guys heard me enough. Look up this scumbag's name. I am sorry, I did not have prepared for him the Piece of Poop Award, because he is going to be the next recipient of the Piece of Poop Award. I'm sorry, it's unnegotiable, it's undebatable. He's going to have to get it. Non-negotiable, undebatable. Ian Cole is the next recipient of the Piece. You know, cut my Florida music. Cut my Florida music. I'm sorry. I don't think you guys understand what's going on here. He is the next recipient of the Piece of Poop Award. And what is the Piece of Poop Award? The Piece of Poop Award is exactly how it sounds. It is an award given out to the scummiest of scumbags, to the worst of the worst, to the people that if you saw them out in the street, you would probably spit on them. Yes, folks, that is the kind of individual that Ian Cole is. He has his own pedophile ring where he is grooming underage women to perform acts with him. And let me also let you guys know something, right? I know you're wondering, like, well, at least the team suspended him. Well, let me give you a little bit insight, because the team suspended him 3 days ago. I have a sneaky suspicion that the team has known about this for some time. I have a sneaky suspicion that they have been well aware of what he has been doing, and they have turned a blind eye to it. Why, do you ask? Because it has already come out that he has been out here bragging to his teammates about how he has been taking advantage of these women. And I'm talking about how the first night that he molested them, he talks about it. And let's call it what it is. It's molestation. It's pedophilia we're talking about here. See, they drag people like R. Kelly through the mud, right? They drag people like Ime Udoka through the mud, like for sleeping with one of his teammates. Let me get Brittany Griner down from here. My bad, Brittany. This ain't got nothing to do with you, shorty. My bad, sweetheart. I thought you was down already. They drag Ime Udoka's name through the mud for simply sleeping with one of his co-workers. Yet, and listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? Like, big shame, big shame on ESPN. Very disappointed with them, right? Because they're the individuals that run with the cockamamie stories, right? And not to say that this is a cockamamie story. What I'm saying is that the story with Ime Udoka is a cockamamie story. And yet they ran with that. And they ran with that for a good 2 weeks. Well, hey, yo, last time I checked, right, ESPN was the worldwide leader in sports, right? Last time I checked, they are the new home of the NHL. Last time I checked, you guys, Stephen A was all over the place talking, let's do that hockey. Y'all tag that brother in this so you can see what I'm talking about. And yet, I haven't heard anything from them. The most we have heard is it being an honorably mentioned while Greeny was interviewing the NHL's commissioner, and he brought it up, and it was brought over, and it was brought up and brought down and quickly glazed over during the 3-minute interview. So you know they didn't get into it or that topic. They were talking about the whole entire affair of the NHL, the whole entire state of the NHL, and that was one little mini blip that came up 30 seconds in and out. Yeah, I don't think people understood what the hell he said. You have a player currently suspended right now for sexual allegations on a minor that he has been doing for years, that he has been grooming, berating, trying to condition, taking advantage of, molestation, pedophilia. So we're going to keep an eye on this story, because just the same way that we won't let that Brittany Griner story rest, we ain't gonna let this Ian Cole story rest either until it is national news and everybody knows that Ian Cole is the next.
Cannot play with him. Cannot win with him. Cannot coach with him. Can't do it. I want to put him in the bench.
You filthy animal.
He is the latest recipient of our Pop Award. Yep, the Piece of Poop Award. Tampa Bay Lightning, Ian Cole.
Caught on camera in Florida.
Florida man decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
I smoke weed and cocaine.
He's not the only Florida man in the news right now. He really isn't the only Florida man in the news. We also have Antonio Brown. Did I talk to you guys about Antonio Brown last podcast? I don't think I did. Let me tell you about Antonio Brown. And yes, folks, Antonio Brown definitely falls within Florida, man. He is actually from this neighborhood. He is from South Florida. So don't throw away. Play for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He's a double Florida man. He's Florida man squared. That's probably why he's such an idiot. You can't tell me that Antonio Brown isn't messed up in the head. Like, Antonio Brown right now to me is no different than Kanye. I feel like these are two people that are off their meds that shouldn't be given a lot of public opinion. Now, see, the thing about Kanye, though, Kanye's kind of 50-50. Kanye's kind of hit or miss, right? He even says some introspective shit, or he says some shit that makes you want to slap him on the backside of his head. Like, hey, boy, stop talking like that. Yeah. Who that? I can't see past the lights. Oh, how you doing? I'm good. How you doing? Welcome to My Sports Podcast. So we're gonna have some trivia coming up pretty soon. During our trivia event, you can win some doobie snacks. We have a live raffle right now to the art show in Art We Lust 3. You can win your tickets. I think I'm gonna announce the winner tonight. I think I'm gonna go ahead and announce all the winners for that one tonight. So if you would like to play in our raffle, we got raffle tickets for available. Raffle tickets only $1, folks. $1 to play in the raffle tickets to get tickets to In Art We Lust 3. This is currently our Florida man segment. Tell about a well-coordinated music. You want me to hit you with the? Cause see, this is your first time to the show, isn't it? You haven't heard the.
Good means rewind, the concept means forward. You requested it, so we rewind.
Caught on camera in Florida.
Florida man decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
I smoke weed and cocaine.
I smoke weed and cocaine. That's what it says for Florida man.
The doctor has to say,
Talk to me.
this says,
Talk to me louder.
you take any of this medication? I said, nah. He said, have you done cocaine in the last day? I said, nah, I never done.
Listen, it's a very viable question. Like, when you live in South Florida, and you go to the doctor, I feel like if the doctor asks you if you're doing cocaine, it's perfectly natural. I don't even think I even knew what cocaine was until I moved to South Florida. Like seriously, all of a sudden I come down here in middle school, they're serving me lunch, and they're like, hey, we got some Papa John's pizza, we got some green peas and cocaine, and I was like, oh shit, we got green peas. I was like, I was a pothead back then. I didn't do cocaine. I didn't do cocaine until after I came out the army. Hey yo, don't tell my mama. She may be listening. She finds out things about me every time. Every time we have a family function, she finds out something new about me that she didn't know. Like I told her I was selling drugs like in North Carolina at like 15. She was like, what? South Carolina, my bad. Listen, I haven't told her when I lost my virginity yet. She'll never get over that. I wasn't even double digits yet. Like it was one of those crazy things. We had wild babysitters in Brooklyn back then. Like they was out here stealing virginities of the people that they babysat. Like it happened, and we let it happen. Like it wasn't how they sound like in Carolina. Like if I was in Kentucky and Carolina, this story would sound completely different. This is New York. Like we willfully give up the booty to our babysitters. Listen, this is long. I don't even know if that movie Babysitter was out yet. Oh, don't forget we got some sports. I told you we got trivia already. It's okay. I got some. The trivia is great. We got easy questions. We got hard questions. Listen, I got some heat questions. I got some questions that if DJ Scepter don't know, then these are some really good questions. Because I feel like DJ Scepter is the walking almanac of Miami Heat history. Would you like to give it a test run? I like your enthusiasm. All right, baby. Let's get back into our Florida Man segment.
Caught on camera in Florida.
Florida man decided to bring an alligator with him while making a beer run.
Sorry, I can't talk about the Florida Man segment about the Florida Man music. Antonio Brown recently. Antonio Brown, he is the biggest weirdo of them all. And this is what's going on, Pimpin? How you been? How you good? I'm good. He is the biggest weirdo that you could ever meet, because you remember when he first got off the team in Tampa Bay, how he took some loose shots at he took some loose shots at Tom Brady. He took shots at the whole entire team, but he also took some loose shots at Tom Brady and them. And you thought like, hey, why the hell are you taking shots at Tom Brady? Tom Brady, right? The guy that brought you into his home, the guy that helped get you back into the league, the guy that helped get you paid, the guy that helped. Yep. The guy that helped help you become a champion, right? And if you hadn't fucked up, he was gonna be the guy that helped get you back into the Hall of Fame. But now look at you again. Allegation after allegation after allegation after allegation is piled up against you, and yet it's the only guy that wanted to do right by you. Even the old coach didn't even want you in there. He's like, yo, the GOAT wants you. And you even said it yourself. When the GOAT calls, you gotta answer. You gotta come through, right? So if the GOAT looks out for you, how do you not be respectful? If the GOAT looks out for you, right? How do you shit on him at every opportunity that you get? You guys haven't heard by now, Tom Brady and his wife, whatever her name is, Michelle Johnson, something or another, whatever. Right? Giselle Brunson. I think that's her name. Why do I not know her name? Because she's not really the sport. I'm sorry. Tom Brady is the sports figure. That's his wife. You name me how many other players' wives' names I know. You name me how many players' husbands' names I know. Not too many. So don't be like, hey, that's Giselle. You got this shit to say. No, I don't know nobody. Like, it doesn't matter to me what the hell she does. Like the only reason I even know that Ime Udoka was messing with Nia Long because, well, Nia Long is my undercover boo. Nia Long is my hall pass. Like you understand? I would risk it all for Nia Long. You understand? If I was in a 25-year relationship and I knew that 10 minutes with Nia alone will completely bankrupt me, ruin my relationship, and have my kids taken from me, I may have that 10 minutes with Nia alone. This goddamn Nia alone. You guys, we're gonna have to find that question out eventually. Like, who was y'all bus? Like, who was y'all hall pass? Like, who was that one celebrity that you would risk it all for? I'm curious. You guys start tweeting at me. I'm start giving your response at me at MyT Sports, MYT Sports. Go ahead and start adding me. Let me know. Like, who would you risk it all for? Who's the one celebrity that you're like, fuck it? Like, my boo's just gonna have to understand that this is that person, and this is a once in a lifetime. Like, I've never cheated a day in my life. I'm never gonna cheat again. Like, I'm never gonna cheat again. Make this life ain't got no rhythm. Right? Like, who is that one person that you would risk it all for? That you would say, fuck it. Like, let me go. Let me try and do this thing. Antonio Brown. He is out here literally after Tom Brady makes an announcement that he is breaking up with his wife, or they're having marital issues. Antonio Brown posts a tweet that says, "Daddy doesn't live here anymore." It's an image. I wish I should have had the image up. It's an image that says, "Daddy doesn't live here anymore." It's Tom Brady outside of his crib. Is that who I think it is? No, that's not who I think it is. She has longer hair. Right? It's an image of Tom Brady outside of his house, packing his shit, his wife outside the front door, kids beside him, and there's a picture of Antonio Brown inside his house in the window. The disrespect, and then Antonio Brown wonders why nobody ever gives him the benefit of the doubt. Like, Antonio Brown is the biggest of Florida men. He really is. How you guys doing out there? We're gonna do some trivia today. Don't you guys forget. For everybody that's listening in the crowd, we will be doing some sports trivia for you guys. And if you get my trivia questions correct, we will be giving out doobie snacks. Yes, folks, you heard me right. I will be giving out doobie snacks for trivia. And don't forget to get your raffle tickets so that you can get opportunity to win 2 tickets to In Art We Lust 3. That is going to be taking place on October 21st. More information coming up a little bit later in the podcast. But guys, don't forget, we got trivia coming up. If you think that you're a sports fan, or if you're just a fan of doobie snacks, period, I got some easy questions in there. I got some layups. I got me some gimmies. I got me some chip shots. So during our segment, come and join up, and we'll play some trivia for you guys. Hey, the trivia segment is all on you guys and all about your participation, all about rewarding you, the fans. Let's go ahead and drop these Florida man topic, right? Because Antonio Brown really does make me sick. And he really wonders why nobody gives him the benefit of the doubt ever. He wonders why everybody looks at him like, oh, you're the bad guy. Why every time his name comes to the news, why everybody pounces on him. Because you should be great. You were great. You are great. It's just that your shenanigans make you an asshole that nobody wants to deal with. But I've said this before. You know, it's crazy. It's weird how some of the greatest creative minds, right? How they go crazy. They just completely lose it, completely altogether. And we ain't just talk about Antonio Brown. We ain't just talk about Kanye West. Like we're talking about like real artists, right? Artists that we grew up studying. We've heard about people cutting off their ears, like that kind of shit. Like artists are crazy, but not for nothing. I'm gonna let you know. Like coming from this a general creator, you're gonna go crazy. You're gonna go crazy in your process. You definitely will go crazy in your creative process. It's part of the process. You just gotta make sure that you come out the other end not losing your mind. Let's continue to march on the Mighty Sports Podcast and move towards our next topic of the day. All right. I actually have some weird topic for you guys. I don't want to call it weird. It's just, I don't know how this guy keeps managing to pop up on my news feed.
Cleveland! This is for you!
No, not LeBron James. We are talking about Cleveland's own Logan Paul. Yes, folks, Logan Paul. Logan Paul continues to find ways to get himself matches and fights. And not for nothing, I don't blame him. We don't blame him at all. We actually respect the hustle, right? The hustle is to be respected from the Logan boy, right? From the Paul boys. But he is everywhere. He's boxing. He's trying to fight MMA people. He's in wrestling. Wrestling is the one I'm interested to see, right? He's scheduled to fight Roman Reigns November 5th at Crown Jewel, and I'm just curious to see Logan Paul as a see the kind of tactics or the way that he promotes fights now. He'll be perfect for wrestling because he's not trying to go into MMA. We all see this, and it's only going to be so long before he can continue to fight celebrity fighters, right? It's only so long he can fight athletes or really good strikers from MMA. Like eventually he's gonna have to fight a boxer. And we saw the one time that he fought a for real boxer in Floyd Mayweather, he got knocked out on his feet. That's how he came across my timeline. That's actually how Logan Paul came across my timeline this time around. I saw a little interview with him, right? Yeah, he's talking to his people, he's talking to his boys, and he's saying, you know what? He asks, he's like, hey, Mayweather didn't beat me all 7 rounds. However many rounds it was. He's like, yo, I won a couple of those rounds. And his boys was like, in what fight? He's like, nah, you didn't win those, right? And you know what? Respectfully. Like kudos to his boys for telling him the truth, because his boys could have lied to him, right? His boys could have been like, yeah, you won a couple of rounds. Like, yeah, you caught him 1 round, because he was like, nah, I won at least 2 of them. I got him at least 1 round. They're like, yeah, like out of 7 rounds, you lost 9. But can I tell you, like, but still big up to Logan Paul, because I like what the Paul bros do. They're polarizing in their own world, in their own sense. They are polarizing, right? It's almost like and again, big up to Mayweather for this too. Mayweather gave people the formula: make the people hate you. It doesn't matter what you do in the ring. It all matter. It doesn't. You understand? Everybody watch Mayweather fight to watch him get knocked out. Everybody watches the Logan Paul and Jake Paul to watch them get knocked out. And so far, they're not getting knocked out because they refuse to put themselves in real danger. Now, they keep finding interesting fights, right? And I call them interesting because they find people that their name is bigger than their talent. If you know what I'm saying, right? Basically, they're washed up fighters, right? Their name is a big draw, but they're not a big draw anymore. You remember what they used to be, right? You remember for their memories past, for who they were, for the warrior that they were in the past. Like, nah, it's not that. So Logan Paul's brother Jake Paul is set to fight Anderson Sylvia next weekend, October 29th. Next weekend? No, 2 weeks from now, October 29th. That's 2 weekends from now. Now, if this was Anderson Silva in his prime, this sounds like a good fight. But we've already seen the pattern of actual boxers fighting MMA strikers. It's the same equivalent if a boxer that used to kind of wrestle goes and try to fight an MMA guy in the MMA ring. The technique just isn't there. It doesn't matter how good of a striker Anderson Sylvia is. He's not a boxer. And a boxer with true boxing technique, a boxer with real footwork, a boxer with real head movement, real pace. Not somebody that's a fighter that's coming in trying to attack you, throw head kicks. An actual boxer gets that every time. But the name Anderson Sylvia is the draw here. You remember what he used to be. One of the longest reigning champions of all time. One of the guys that had one of the highest strike ratios. One of the most elusive guys in the octagon. See, that's who you remember when you hear the name. What you don't hear, the name is 55-year-old washed up fighter that can't strike anymore. because that's how he should be advertised. But he's not advertising because you want to be respectful, right? And obviously, you got to sell it. Like you have to sell these fights. We already had one Paul brother fight that got pushed back. Actually, got canceled. Period, because they tried to put on a fight in Madison Square Garden until they learned it cost $1 million just to turn the light on in there alone, and they ain't have that in sales yet. So they went to a smaller venue. They went to a place where they know they can sell the crowd, which is smart. We understand you keep reaching for the stars. You listen, Paul brothers. We understand that you think that your name was a draw, which it is, but you're not selling out the Garden yet. You're not selling enough tickets to turn on the lights in the Garden yet. Unless you're fighting the Mayweathers of the world. Unless you come out and say, hey, I want to fight Manny Pacquiao. Hey, go and fight Juan Cotto. How about that? Go fight Cotto. Go fight Oscar De La Hoya. Go fight Tito Ortiz. Go fight Bernard Hopkins. Go fight one of those monsters. But see, you refuse to take on a real boxer. Like, we see through you. You're making your money. We get it. You only can do this for so long because while you're doing exhibition fights, the moment you get locked up, the moment you get knocked up, it's a wrap. Make your wrestling transition early. Make your wrestling transition early, Logan Paul. Because not for nothing, you're a good wrestler. He's actually a natural. Have you seen Logan Paul wrestle? He's actually a natural born wrestler. He's a really good wrestler. He's athletic. He has good timing in the ring. We're talking good strike timing, good move timing. He has great crowd. He has great crowd command.
He's a good actor.
He is. Which wrestling? Listen.
It's all acting. Wrestling is all acting.
Well, it's a choreographed fight, and you have to be good at it still, and you still have to work at it, right? And he is better than a lot of people that I've seen go in there and only have 3 wrestling matches. For somebody that's only had 3 wrestling matches, he looks better than people they've been grooming for 8 years. That's how good I'm saying that he is. When I say he has a natural command of the audience, people are still in WWE's developmental league because they have no crowd command, because they don't know how to get in front of a mic by this point in time and sell themselves, as if they haven't grown up listening for the past 20, 30 years on what it takes to be a WWE superstar. We understand your moves are nice. We get that, son. That shit is cool. We understand you got a badass gimmick. That shit is nice. That shit is cool. But if you can't hop on the mic and talk your shit, homie, then what are you? You know what that means? That means you need a hype man. Which means that you need a Paul Heyman. Which means you need a MyT Sports. Which means that you need a Motor Mouth for the South. Which means that you need somebody to sell you. Which means that you need somebody to come take a cut of your money. That's ultimately what that means. If you guys don't know, it's ladies' night tonight. Did you guys know that? It is officially ladies' night tonight. Now, for this Wednesday and every Wednesday moving forward, it is ladies' night here at Sharky's. Not only is it ladies' night tonight, folks, we still have our raffle going on. If you would like to try and win 2 free tickets to In Art We Lust Free, we have our raffles going on. There's only $1 raffles, and we still have our sports trivia coming up in just a bit. And during our sports trivia, the prize is a doobie snack, folks. Yes, folks, if you like yourself some doobie snacks, we'll be giving some doobie snacks away if you're able to answer a couple of sports trivia. Listen, we don't take any wrong answers here, but the prize is worth it. The prize is real worth it. Let's continue to march forward, right? Now, as you know, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Oh, the trivia's coming up real soon. I'm gonna do some trivia soon. Give me 16 minutes. All right, at 10:15, I'll do the trivia. We do trivia for half an hour. We'll get some more. We'll see if we get some more people in here. We'll get some more people. He's always a blast on the MyT Sports podcast.